As the phony election campaign moves into top gear and the emphasis turns to the leader's personal integrity, Paul Keating yesterday said there was no place in politics for personal attacks. We've got him on the line now. Prime Minister, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, dickhead.
Beg your pardon?
There you go, Mick. That's just one example of the kind of language there is no place for in Australian politics.
Right.
Shit the brains.
Sorry?
That's another one. Ask what? Typical examples of the kind of gutter language and personal abuse that I myself never stooped to.
What about John Howard?
Who, Needledick? Oh, he's a disgrace. Should have his mouth washed out with soap and water.
So you yourself never descend to personal attacks?
No, I don't. I don't believe in rudeness and name-calling. As I told that old fart John Laws yesterday, I'm above that sort of thing.
And in fact, you claim that you've been the victim of abuse from the Liberals.
Yeah, that's right. You've got that cow Bromwell Bishop calling me a psychotic on the radio. That sour-faced bush pig from South Australia comparing me to Goebbels.
That must hurt.
It's insensitive, Mick. And then, most hurtful of all, you've got that stunted little retard, John Four Eyes Howard, getting that dickless prat Michael Bohm to call me corrupt in Parliament. They don't understand, Mick. I've got feelings too.
And you're trying to tell us that you've never done this yourself?
Oh, look, I may have, in a moment of weakness, in the thick of battle, have called that gutless, weak-kneed, talent-free, brown-nosing, reheated souffle of a poor man's excuse for a scum-sucking, empty-headed, brain-dead joke of an opposition leader, Mr. Ploppy Pants John Howard, a knucklehead.
A knucklehead?
I'm sorry, there's no excuse for it. And I've sent the little shit a written apology.
What about when you called various members of the opposition, quote, old tarts, whingers, thugs, disgusting frauds and clowns who could barely string a sentence together?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's been taken out of context.
Mr. Keating, you're not making a very convincing case.
Look, Mick, all I'm saying is that it's not right for somebody who is Prime Minister of Australia to attack his enemies in a tasteless and personal manner.
So what are you going to do?
I'll wait till June and then I'll really get stuck into the pricks.